Hello everybody and welcome to Press Start. My name is Jeremy Culver, aka Darce, and you are in the car with me on my drive to work. So I recently got a car mount for my car, of course, to potentially start recording some videos in the car. We'll see if I like this or not, but I figured I'd take this opportunity to do a channel update because obviously I haven't streamed in a little bit, and then I also haven't made a video in a little bit. So figured this would be a good time to do a quick update and chat about the channel, myself, and hopefully give some ideas and plans. If I stick to them, we'll see. But some ideas and plans that I hope to achieve here coming up. So one of the very first things is that I haven't streamed in a little bit. Of course, some of you know this, but I got sick last week, so I couldn't do it. Got busy the week prior, so it's been a little bit since I did anything. Last stream I did was Stellar Blade, and as you might have known or heard me, if you checked out that stream, I kept talking about that I was hooked with that game. Well, I have finished it, and I had still plan to put out a review on that. My thoughts on what I thought of Stellar Blade and how it was. I hope that I can get that done here soon-ish. I leave on Tuesday to go to a work trip, and I'll be gone for several days, so that means no stream next week. But I won't lie, I wrote a beginning of the script, was super excited about getting something written and going and getting a new video out, and I shared a photo with a couple of friends and kind of was like, look, I'm working on something. And then one of my friends made a comment that basically was like, that game's been out for well over a year. And I won't lie, I got really kind of irritated from it, and definitely let them know that it was like, who cares? I'm making a video. People review games all the time, and the PC version, which is the version that I played, had just came out. So I didn't see any issue with it, and yeah, I kind of felt like I wasn't being encouraged in that. So truth be told, haven't worked on the script since. Keep thinking about putting something together, making something happen, or doing something like this where I just kind of fully freestyle my thoughts on Stellar Blade and how I thought the game went. But yeah, that kind of, like, I won't lie, kind of discouraged me from working on it. And so at some point, hopefully I will go back to it and get that done. Again, my ideal world is that I get it done before I leave for my work trip and get it posted, and whether it's a good video or not is a different story, but get something out. So hopefully me posting this video will lead me to finishing that video, and we will see it done. I will, of course, also be getting back to streams. Prior to the Stellar Blade stream, I did one stream saying I started the playthrough of The Outer Worlds, my Adventures of Scott Steiner playthrough, and I haven't gone back to that. And there's like two reasons for it. The first one was, of course, I got really hooked on Stellar Blade because I booted it up randomly one night and started to play that, and just obviously got so hooked that, as you know, I played Stellar Blade the other stream. The other reason is I really enjoyed my stream of The Outer Worlds, and truth be told, because I haven't played it since, I kind of just don't have this drive to go play it at the moment. It's something that we've talked about here on the channel for a bit, that because I only stream right now once a week, playing a game strictly on the channel gets really difficult and decentivizing to me because I start to spend so much time away from it and playing other games that I just get, in a nutshell, I lose the drive to play it, and I end up hooked on something else. So I'm still trying to figure out how I want to handle that. There's a part of me that wants to start doing, I've talked about this with my wife several times, but there's a part of me that wants to start doing where I stream the game, but I also play the game off stream, and I just record myself doing those off stream playthroughs and upload those, and so that'll supplement in between. I know very much that no one will watch those videos. Maybe you who is watching this will, and I appreciate you doing that if that is something that you are inclined to do. But because there's not really the interaction of me playing and you being live kind of communicating with me, I just kind of feel like a hour, 2 hour long video is not something that somebody is going to want to sit through, you know, when I'm not streaming. But it's kind of that way of like, maybe then I can quote unquote finish the game for the stream, but then I can avoid the issue that I run into constantly, which is, yeah, this guy just, apparently I was not going fast enough on the interstate here. It might help me avoid exactly what I'm experiencing right now, which is, again, spending so much time away, I start to kind of lose interest of going back because I get hooked by a different game. The other thing that I've considered doing, which is I main story only on stream, and I still play the games off stream, but I only do like grinding, side content, side quests type stuff, because maybe then that satisfies the whole like, hey, we're beating it here on stream, but it allows me to still stay connected with the game in between my streams. So that's something else I'm considering doing when it comes to the channel and my streams as well. I've also had brief discussions about just kind of booting up the stream anytime I go to sit down for the night to play, because of course then I can get more streams in than just once a week. But I'm even though I personally feel my streams are not the best. I don't know exactly. Well, I do, but I don't feel like I can / want to put in the time to improve the connection on the stream. So like, you know, alerts and channel rewards and stuff like that, because it takes time. Overall, I just feel like my stream is kind of just, it's there. It's a way for me to communicate and hang out with you guys, because I used to love just like hanging out in the voice chat with my friends. So I kind of feel like it's very similar to that. But my streams are not the best. And so where I was going with that was that, you know, the doing all the side content and side quest stuff off stream might just be a good way that I can still get through games, play the games that I'm wanting to play and feeling like I'm making progress, but just, again, still limiting it to the stream. So that's like another thing I'm thinking about and wanting to do. And then like I said, I got a car mount, and I had been thinking about this for a long, long time. I will say shout out to Greg Miller from Kinda Funny. You guys hear me talk about Kinda Funny all the time because I love Kinda Funny. They're one of my favorite content creators. I've been following them for many years. But Greg Miller does a show or a podcast in his car called Gregway. And I've been listening to it for a while. And honestly, I had been thinking of it prior to it, before he started the Gregway, about trying to find ways to do stuff during my drive that would help with content creation. But seeing him do this this podcast in his car, really started to like kind of make me feel like, hey, maybe I could do it. And then I had a friend who recently got into Kinda Funny, and he ended up suggesting basically the same thing. He's like, hey, Greg does this Greg way. Have you ever thought of doing something like that? And kind of that nudge was like, oh, well, maybe it is a good idea. So I got the car mount now, and we're going to try to make this happen. There's one thing that Greg has above me that I think helps him versus like myself, which is he has a huge fandom. People love him. He's been in the industry for a long, long time. I think, again, he just did a PAX East thing celebrating like 18 years in the industry, something of that nature. So he's a very well-known figure and face when it comes to video game coverage and news. I'm not. I'm very much not. I've only done a little bit. Obviously, I've been doing this technically for 10 years now, but as you can see, my subscriber base is like 245, and no one really knows me for this. Most of the 245 are friends that want to show their support. So where Greg can talk about his life and thoughts on everything, I don't feel I can do that, and people enjoy what I'm doing. But I could be wrong. So let me know when you watch this video if I am wrong. If you would love for me to just chat about anything and everything when it comes to video games and the world around it, or even in a sense my job, because some of you know I work as a marketing coordinator for a hobby game publisher. So we do card games and board games, and so maybe some of you, even though I'm a video game channel, I know that we, myself included, share a lot of different hobbies and interests. Maybe you're interested in that and want to kind of see how things are going. Again, I said I leave on Tuesday for a work trip. For those that do know, it is Gen Con in Indianapolis. And so I'll be there working while people are enjoying and hanging out and playing a bunch of board games and tabletop games. So again, that's another option that I could bring to the channel, and I think still has enough overlap where it feels like it fits. But I personally don't think anyone would really care, because you're here for video game stuff and maybe you don't want to hear those things. But so I'm going to kind of wrap this up because I'm kind of rambling a little bit at this moment, but I'm just trying to give you guys an update on the channel, where my head is at, where I'm thinking things, and then again, trying to get some feedback from you guys. So do you want more like in the car videos like this? Obviously, I'm shooting this right now in a portrait mode. If I was going to do this a lot more often, I'd probably shoot it more in landscape mode so that it fits the YouTube typical dimensions. But let me know if you think this is fine and interesting. Give me feedback when it comes to the streams. Like, what's your thoughts on me strictly playing a game on stream, playing only the main story on stream, doing all the side content stuff off stream, or which I say this all the time that I'm gonna do, and then I don't do it because I won't lie, I care so much about the content that I stop myself, but I always go, I'm gonna start not caring about if I started a game on stream or played it off stream or anything like that. I'm gonna just play what I want to play, and so you might get, a stream that's really early into a video game, and then the second stream is me really late into that video game because I've played it a bunch off stream. Let me know if you care about that. If you do, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But that's kind of where I'm at. I love doing this stuff. I started it as a creative outlet when I was in television, and obviously those that know me close, and obviously those that follow this channel, know I love video games. I love video game news and coverage and talking about it and analyzing and all that jazz. But I just get too much into my head when it comes to posting content. So yeah, like I said, I'm wrapping it up right now because we're going on for 15 minutes and I don't want to keep it going too much longer. So again, give me all the feedback on those things. Let me know if you like this video. If you do like the video, just hit the like button because again, that helps me know that you like the video. If you've made it all the way to this point in the video, which I do appreciate you do, you know, comment the game you're playing right now. Just go ahead and comment that because that'll tell me you got it to this point. And again, if you don't, not a big deal. But if you got to this point, just comment underneath. What's the game you're playing right now? Maybe it'll add something that I want to play on my backlog. But that is it for this video, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to this channel update here for Press Start. As always, everybody, stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on gaming. We'll see you all on the next stream or video. But until then, enjoy yourselves.